Let's bring in the Federalist reporter Brianna Lyman and XXXY Athletics founder and CEO Jennifer Say. Jennifer, I don't even know what to say about this, really. It's like they just cannot get over their scolding. They will not give up their badges from the fun police. It's like we can't just watch an ad of this amazing young woman talk about jeans without a full meltdown.
Well, they think everyone's a Nazi. I mean, I'm a Nazi because I think women's sports are for women and because I thought public schools should open during COVID. So everyone's a Nazi. The word has no meaning anymore. But the fact of the matter is this basically looks like almost every jeans ad, almost every ad from the 80s and 90s. It's sort of the revenge of the normies. People like looking at beautiful women. They also, in advertising, they like looking at hot men and babies and cute dogs. Like, it's not complicated. It's a pretty tried and true formula. And American Eagle's stock was down, I think, almost 50% this year, and it just shot up 15% in one day from this ad. Look, I would hire Sydney Sweeney. Well, we work with athletes, so I guess I'd say I would hire Sophie Cunningham in a heartbeat. She's beautiful. She's an amazing athlete. She stands up for other women. She has a great sense of humor. We want to see the aspirational version of ourselves, not the way we really look. That's what sells product.
I can't help but wonder how many of the people who are really mad and they're hearing a Nazi dog whistle are also Hamas supporters at the same time. I bet you there's a pretty big overlap.
Intersectionality, they call that.
Brianna, I want to ask you about, and it's almost too stupid to break down. I don't know if we can do this in a reasonable way, but correct me if I'm wrong, the premise of the ad is, I have good genes because they're blue jeans. I have good genes with a G because look at me, I'm hot, not because I'm white, right?
Yeah, Guy, you're spot on this one. Look, the left has a really bad habit of filtering everything through the lens of race or ideology, right? Nothing can ever just be. And it's that type of worldview that is extremely alienating to Americans across this country. Like all of us here, we saw this ad and we saw a hot chick in denim. What's not to like about that? And yet somehow leftists extrapolated neo-Nazism and white supremacy. And the same people who are today complaining that Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle could be Hitler are the same people who have been wringing their hands for months saying, how do we win back young men 18 to 29? Here's an idea. Stop ruining everything they like hot chicks in denim.
So, Jennifer, you look at this ad, and maybe three or 4 years ago, an apology would have already been released by Sydney Sweeney, by herself or her people. I'm happy to say I have not seen one yet, and I hope we do not see one.
You won't see one. At the end of the day, they didn't mean all that other stuff, the body positivity. They thought that's where the culture was. They thought that's what would make them money, and it didn't. It tanked their stock because we all like looking at Sydney Sweeney looking beautiful in a pair of jeans. So there are no apologies forthcoming. It's working. The stock price is up. I'm sure the jeans are selling off the shelves, and the stock price will continue to rise. It's an age-old formula. It works every time. Remember, Cindy, you guys might be too young. Remember Cindy Crawford's Pepsi ad in jeans and a white tank top? Similar outfit selling Pepsi. This is not new.
It might have been.
They redid it too. They redid that ad because it was so successful.
A few decades ago, it might have been like uptight conservatives saying the ad is too sexual.
Right.
But instead, this is like scolding left-wing lunatics, calling this Nazi propaganda. Very quickly, Brianna, this is now getting written up in mainstream press as well. Like, this is a real controversy, like gaslighting us into thinking this is serious.
Right, and then again, they wonder why they keep losing Americans. We've all come to the conclusion that this had nothing to do with white supremacy or neo-Nazism, whatever they want to call it. But they are obsessed with grievances. Everything is viewed through a lens of grievance, so they have to extrapolate something from this.
I'd say American Eagle is making America beautiful again. All right. Thank you, Jennifer and Brianna, for joining us. We really appreciate it.